یه مقایسه آوردم براتون از اون مقایسه. ببینید
possibility that the award will be coming back soon. For those who have never heard of it, the Super Ballon d'Or is an award given to the best player of the previous 3 decades. It has only been given out once, and that was back in 1989 when it was won by Real Madrid legend Alfredo Di Stefano. Today though, we're focused on the next Super Ballon d'Or. If indeed France football will bring back this award, how will the winner be selected? Come and find out today as we look at the 5 criteria that will determine the winner of the Super Ballon d'Or. First and foremost, to even be considered for this award, the player must have won the Ballon d'Or more than once. This automatically narrows down the potential candidates. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi with 5 and 8 awards respectively will be top candidates, but R9 will also be considered because he won 2. Now, considering that the Super Ballon d'Or was last given out 36 years ago, the next time it is awarded, France football might make it stretch out to 4 decades instead of 3, like the last time, so that there's no generation missing, and if they do that, Marco van Basten definitely comes into play, as he won 3 Ballon d'Or awards, the latest coming in 1992. But of course, the award won't just be going to the person with the most Ballon d'Or awards. After all, Michel Platini won more awards than Di Stefano, but it was the Spaniard who ended up taking home the Super Ballon d'Or. And that leads us to our next criterion: popularity. You have to be extremely popular among fans to stand a chance to win this award. You see, the last time there was a public vote for the readers and viewers of France football. But remember, that was in the 80s. This time around, we predict that the votes will be thrown open to online followers and enthusiasts, and that will almost certainly put Van Basten and R9 at a disadvantage. They are amazing players, no doubt, but most of the people who will be participating in the public vote didn't watch them play, so it would almost certainly come down to a head-to-head battle between Cristiano and Messi. This will almost certainly level the playing field between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Messi might have 3 more golden balls, but he surely does not have up to 3 times the number of fans Ronaldo has. So, it will be a tough battle between those two. But that's not where the battle ends. Experience tells us that winning the public vote, even by a landslide, does not guarantee anything because there are other very important criteria. So, in 1989, Platini won the public votes by a wide margin. He had over 54% of the votes, and considering he was one of the youngest nominees, it wasn't surprising. But he ended up finishing 3rd in the final rankings because he fell short in other areas. And that leads us to the next criterion: respect and admiration amongst colleagues. So not only will the public be voting, football professionals will also be having a say. And not just any football professionals, former Ballon d'Or winners. And this is a category we think will hugely boost Cristiano Ronaldo's chances. I mean, naturally you would expect guys like Karim Benzema, Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo, Luka Modric, and maybe even Michael Owen and Fabio Cannavaro to vote for Cristiano. Now, guys like Stoichkov, Ronaldinho and Rivaldo are all former Barcelona players, and they all love Messi, but they might choose to vote for their former teammate Ronaldo Nazario. Let's even say Stoichkov gives his vote to Messi. Ronaldinho, Rivaldo and Kaká will surely be very tempted to go for their compatriot, R9. Ruud Gullit will likely also vote for his compatriot Van Basten, while Rodri will almost certainly go for Messi. So, as you can see, CR7 has about 6 votes locked down for him, while Messi has just about 1 or 2. So this particular category will be decided by guys like Michel Platini, Roberto Baggio, George Weah, Pavel Nedved, Andriy Shevchenko, Kevin Keegan, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Alan Simonsen, Oleg Blokin, Gianni Rivera, Lothar Matthäus and Jean-Pierre Papin. These are all former Ballon d'Or winners whose votes could go absolutely anywhere. But considering most of them are from the generations before Messi and Ronaldo, don't be surprised if some of them decided to go for either R9 or Van Basten, as those were the guys they actually played against. So this category right here really blows the race wide open. But then, one criterion could possibly be a settler: outstanding achievements. You see, in addition to the public and former Ballon d'Or winners, a panel of France football judges will also be voting for the winner of this award. So they'll carefully be looking at the outstanding achievements of each of these players. With this jury, it will be more than just popularity or club and country affiliation. It will be down to what you have actually done in the sport. Messi, having won the award a record 8 times and being the most decorated player in the history of football, will surely help him. But Cristiano, being the highest goal scorer in the history of professional football, definitely gives him a huge chance as well. R9 still having the honour of being the youngest winner till date and having won the World Cup twice could certainly help his argument. while Van Basten being just the second player in history to win the Ballon d'Or more than 2 times could boost his chances a little. Basically, a lot will be considered, and we gotta say Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have the advantage here. They are still active, so they can still boost their chances further. If the award is given next year, for example, you would imagine that the 2026 World Cup could be a huge determinant. Also, Cristiano could possibly hit 1,000 goals, and that could also boost his chances. Basically, a lot can still happen to affect the destination of this award, so we'll only have to wait and see. Finally, there will be a bit of an unknown factor that will determine the winner. At the end of the day, you really can't tell what will sway the voters, especially the former Ballon d'Or winners and the France football jury. But if the votes end up being very tight, then it might just be decided by luck, favour or bias. Anyway, we're excited to see how this one plays out. If France football indeed brings back the Super Ballon d'Or, who do you think will win it? And when the public votes commence, who will your vote be going to? Talk to us in the comments. Also, do you think it is the right time for the Super Ballon d'Or to be awarded again, or are you of the opinion that France football should wait a little while longer? Tell us what you think and why.